There, of course, is a student union. Right in back of the humanities building, you have the business building. What I wanted to point out was I think that this area will continue to grow and be sound economically. But right up the street, there's a mall. They had a shooting or a killing over there recently. But it's called Boulevard Mall, and for years now, one business in there has been going out after another, the Macy's and then the Dillards and then the Sears. And at one point, it was the largest mall on the West Coast. And it was the largest enclosed mall with air conditioning. But I started talking to some developers, and they were teaching me the saying that they had in Malibu, which was sharks don't shop. And then they said here in the desert, coyotes don't shop. And I'll elaborate on that more later. But years ago, they started telling me about what was going to start happening to the malls. Now, whereas here you have the strip mall, and in the summer it's dead because there's no students at the student union. But as soon as school starts up in October, September, this place, you can't even find parking. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the virus, or after we find a vaccine. But I'm wondering what's going to happen to the economies in the various parts of southern Nevada. Or it sounds like we're getting some really terrible reports from Los Angeles, especially about the homeless situation. And if the situation gets out of control in Los Angeles, people always come to Las Vegas. Now, the big draw used to be taxes, because you don't pay taxes here in Nevada. But a big problem with the homeless situation we also found was because of Los Angeles, it was cash. People in Los Angeles were not carrying cash, they were carrying debit cards, and they were going into places and they were using their phones and their debit cards to buy whatever they had, and they didn't carry cash. So when somebody asked them for change, they didn't have any. But here in Las Vegas, a lot of people, especially tourists and visitors, carried cash back and forth from the casinos and the nightclubs and the strip joints. And the homeless people were using social media, and on social media they were telling everybody about the amounts of money that they were making here in Las Vegas. And so more and more homeless started leaving Scottsdale, Arizona, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, and they started coming to beg in Las Vegas. And now we have a huge problem, and everybody's fighting over what to do, but who's going to pay for it. Clark County, northern Las Vegas, Henderson, Mesquite, the city of Las Vegas. If they do anything about the funding, if they do anything about the homeless, like on Las Vegas Boulevard and Owens, where they're going to build some huge outreach. So I don't know what's going to happen after we find a vaccine, or even before. Yeah, you tell them.